We had gotten word that there was a major missile blast. I received a 15-year-old boy named, he was exsanguinating, hemorrhaging all over. Ahmed underwent double amputation of his legs. It felt very, very difficult trying to ease the pain. And I promised him I'd do everything within my capacity to get him out of Gaza. And I was just so happy to see Ahmed full circle. And I had the privilege of finally seeing Ahmed again at San Francisco airport. And I greeted him along with hundreds of other people as he came in on his motorized wheelchair to get the care that he needs here in California. On my third day of my first medical mission, we had gotten word that there was a major missile blast not too far away from us. Shortly thereafter, I received a 15-year-old boy named Ahmed, who was in and out of consciousness. He was exsanguinating, hemorrhaging all over. And I looked down and I saw his legs were mangled. Half of his left hand was completely gone. And as he opened his eyes intermittently, all I could tell him was, Ahmed, inshallah, everything will be okay. You're okay, alhamdulillah. And in my heart, I didn't know that he was going to be okay, because I knew that with any double amputations, you have a very poor prognosis. You have a high risk of dying within the first 72 hours. Ahmed underwent double amputation of his legs, and as well as half of his hand had to be amputated. And it felt very, very difficult trying to ease the pain, especially of his mother, not knowing whether or not he was going to survive to leave the hospital. And even if he were to leave the hospital, the high chances of getting a surgical site infection where his amputated leg becomes infected and we have to resect additional tissue. Fast forward 3 weeks into my mission, and his mom rushes into the ER tent and pulls me from a patient encounter and tells me, Dr. Muhammad, I need you to come outside now. I went outside with her, and she took me to this beat up car, opened the back seat door, and lo and behold, I saw the beautiful face of Ahmed smiling at me, and he was being discharged from our field hospital that day. I got into the back seat of the car and I held Ahmed, and I told him how thankful I was to see him leaving the hospital alive, and I promised him I'd do everything within my capacity to get him out of Gaza for definitive care, for prosthetics, and to hopefully have some element of normalcy in his life. And it was really an uphill battle to get Ahmed out. And Ahmed is one of thousands of children who have lost limbs, who have been orphaned during this genocide. And I was just so happy to see Ahmed full circle, and I've developed such a strong bond with him and with his family. He's one of the people I will never forget, and reminding me that when it's not your time, it's not your time. And our job as physicians is to do our best to save lives, given the circumstances we're operating in, and to try, even for a short period of time, to offer an element of ease during a very anxious and traumatic time for these children.